Hi, and welcome to This Is My Architecture. I'm Dave, and I'm here with Barry from Vanguard. Welcome, Barry. Usually I ask people what their company does, but I know what you guys do. You have my money.
We're a small financial investments company.
Yeah, but you're growing all the time. And,
we sure are.
You're facing some unique challenges because of that, and it kind of all starts at the DB2 database, right?
Right. At the moment, DB2 is our crown jewels. Every night we process trillions of dollars through that system, and basically keep everyone's records reconciled.
So how do we get that data into the cloud so we can do cool things with it?
Well, as a part of that processing, DB2 writes a transaction log. So basically we take the data from that transaction log using a CDC tool, CDC meaning change data capture. So every change that happens gets recorded out here, and then we can push it from the on-prem system out into a CDC distributor, which is located in Amazon.
Okay, so now we've moved the data up into Amazon Web Services, right? What are we trying to do with it now? I see RDS, I see Dynamo. Is there a method to our madness?
Absolutely. We have a number of different lines of business, and not one size fits all. So, for example, one of our lines of business is really interested in continuing to use relational technology.
Okay.
So what we can do is, from the CDC tool, we can push the data directly into Amazon RDS, where it meets the same schema that we have in DB2 out there. And then the microservices can be written to pull the data from RDS directly, and that meets the requirement for the microservices to own their own data and represent that within a bounded context.
But not so fast with DynamoDB, right? Like, do we have to make some changes?
Absolutely, right. So the CDC tools at the moment aren't capable of writing directly to DynamoDB, and even if they were, we wouldn't necessarily want the schema that they might use. So what we're actually looking at the moment is pushing data from the CDC into a streaming data platform.
Okay.
And once it's in that streaming data platform, we can look for messages going into it and then use our own logic to translate those relational changes into the format that we would want to see them in the NoSQL DynamoDB database.
Okay, and then our microservices can feed off Dynamo?
Absolutely. So the microservices there would be written to talk to their bounded context, which exists within DynamoDB.
Now we've got the microservices talking to their database of choice, right?
Yep.
But this kind of opens up some things. You mentioned you guys are growing like kind of all over the world now, right?
Right. So we have offices in London and in Sydney. We want the customers there to have the same experience that they would have if they were in the United States. So for example, we can use RDS read replicas and push the data directly from what we call our hub data center out to any number of spokes, one of which we'd expect to be in Sydney, one in London. The data would be pushed from DynamoDB into a read replica out there using DynamoDB streams as well.
So we put the data close to the users, right? And now this opens like opportunities for us to, be able to access that anytime, anywhere, and really support your growth.
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for coming and talking with us, Barry.
Thank you.
And thanks for watching This Is My Architecture.